Hi everyone, welcome back to Thorn for the Villain, reincarnated as an extra in an Atome game. The demo. Uh, Last time, lots of things happened. We met Edel, for example, who our main character doesn't realize just yet, but he was the guy that we met, the snare guy that we met when we wanted to expose the doings of Duke Pendleton. But she doesn't realize this yet. I don't understand why he's like acting as a butler, or if he is a butler for real and he also does snare stuff on the side. I don't understand either, all of that. I'm assuming it's like, yes, he's the butler for Count Brillhart, and then both he and Count Brillhart are snare members. So, who knows? But anyways, he's a little scary because he was like, why don't we just like basically get rid of this girl? Why this woman? Why not just like not deal with her at all? So I don't know what his deal is, but I guess we'll have to see. But right now we are at the Brillhart Manor to see Vincenzo because he has invited us to go visit him. So here we are. I'll just get into it. Welcome to the Brillhart Manor, milady. He spoke cordially as he executed a formal bow. Ah, yes. The Bad N Butler. I forced a smile and allowed him to help me down the carriage. This way. Oh. The Bad N Butler gestured courteously as he guided me to the mansion. Even before stepping through the gate, I could tell already that their garden was massive. I could easily get lost in here, even though it looks very similar to our own garden. Milady, it would do you well to never let your guard down, you know. Is that a threat, sir? I froze. We both stopped in our tracks. It was just then that I realized that he had led me into a secluded area. Shit. I took a step back and prepared to run. Oh dear, that's not the way, my lady. Oh, the scary eyes. He wrapped an arm around my waist and grabbed me by the wrist. We wouldn't want you getting lost now, do we? I gulped as he whispered those words into my ear. Threaten him? What are we gonna do? We can't just do nothing. Unhand me this instant, or your master will hear from me. I tried to keep my head over my shoulders and spoke in a firm voice. Oops. Sorry. And then he released me from his hold. Just like that. Oh my. I've been rude once again. I apologize. He spoke insincerely while smiling like a fox. Please don't tell my master, all right? I was simply worried that you'd get lost. I could tell from his tone that he's messing with me. But I don't think he's acting on orders. Relax, I'm just teasing you. Why? I've been waiting to find an opportunity to be with you alone, you know. He spoke more casually now, but I didn't let my guard down. I should wait for an opening, then I can make a run for it. Didn't I tell you to relax? Why would I trust you? Come now, I gave you a discount and all. The least you could do is be grateful. You're... I blinked. You're that masked man? Uh-huh. Yep, that's me. Star. He's so sparkly. That means this butler is a high-ranking member of Snare? Huh? Then wouldn't that make Brillhart? Could he be the boss, Brillhart? I also took care of your commission myself. And let me tell you, I didn't expect what I ended up finding there. Do you have any idea how dangerous your request was? Not even the royal family could normally go up against one of the 4 duchies. I knew that. The kingdom of Asmodia is comprised of 3 major powers: the royal family, the temple, and the 4 duchies. Well, now there are only 3 duchies remaining. It was so much worse than what you had reported to us, and not everything we found could even be publicized. I only skimmed through the report, so I didn't really read the rest. That said, Duke Pendleton and his family were already imprisoned, so now he's irrelevant. So, what do you want? I crossed my arms. Oh, how cold you are, milady. The upset in his voice was so fake. I rolled my eyes. Dear me, does that expression of yours ever break? You are truly amusing. I winced. Mm-hmm. That face. It reminds me, if any, I mean, I'm sure maybe a bunch of you know what Spy Family is, but Anya's face, when she makes that face, it looks exactly like this. Mm-hmm. It's so cute. I also realized a few moments earlier that Edel has two different color eyes. I think it's called heterochromia. I think. I know what word it's just the name for two different eyes. They're beautiful though. Look, this little shit is doing it on purpose. My time is precious, so if you're just planning to waste my time here, then I'll just find my own way in. Is that so? It seems that I've been neglecting my responsibility. You don't say. I turned around and marched. Well, I don't know where this leads, but I'd like to be anywhere except around this guy. What the hell? I'm pretty sure I've been walking in circles here. What's the deal with Brilhart's garden? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wish Brilhart was here right now. It's either Edel or Brilhart came back. Or Edel came back or Brilhart is here. Well, what do we have here? Oh, it's the prince. The crown prince. I don't remember what your voice is. Oh my gosh. I turned around and almost made a double take. Why is he here? Also, why are you just like taking off your jacket? I know that's the character sprite, but still. Prince Devon. If it isn't my secretary's little twin, what a coincidence to find you here. Oi, I'm the older twin. Of course, I couldn't correct him out loud. Your Royal Highness. Ugh. I bowed instead. In this situation, it's best to maintain distance and formality. My, you don't have to be formal, you know. Hell yes I do, or you'll use it as an excuse to take advantage of me. I know your motives, dear prince. Your family is now a part of my inner circle, so I expect to see your cute little face more often. I don't want to see yours, though. Or perhaps this was no coincidence. What is he on now? Pardon? He leaned in closer and lifted my chin. Oh, Perhaps you purposely came here to seek me. What? Is he an idiot? We're on someone else's private property. Why would I search for you here? I didn't even know you were here. I don't think we should punch him. Hold back. Let it go, Chantal. Hold back. He is still the crown prince. I step away from the crown prince as elegantly as I could muster. I apologize, Your Highness, but I believe that we have a grave misunderstanding. I am here to answer my fiancé's invitation, and I seem to have gotten lost. Oh God, I can't believe I actually said my fiancé. Certainly, it is an honor and a pleasure to chat with Your Highness, but I'm quite sure that Count Brilhart must be looking for me as we speak. Is that so? It is true. Huh, that snake moved fast. I mean, I think he has the prince does have pretty eyes. I don't know. I do like, but whatever. We're with Count Brilhart, so I'm just gonna put that away right now. He's familiar with Brilhart. Suddenly, I felt something wrap around my waist, which pulled me back, and it should be Count Brilhart slash Vincenzo. Oh, there you are, my dear. I've been waiting for you. Brilhart. Ah, Count Brilhart. I was just having a nice chat with your fiancée. I hope she didn't give you too much trouble. It's him who was giving me trouble. And that's Count Vincenzo, if you please. Sir, priorities. The Crown Prince dismissively waved his hand. Brilhart, Vicente, Mongrel, I call you what I please. It's Vincenzo. Whoops. I immediately covered my mouth. I also felt Brilhart's grip around me go tighter. Oh, I apologize then. A smirk crept up his annoying mug. He's not voicing it out, but his face just screams, interesting. Woo. I shuddered. That said, I do thank you for the audience. You can be sure that I'll be in attendance for your next one. Then I'll be expecting you, Your Highness. What are they talking about? And you. His eyes turned to me. I'm looking forward to meeting you again. Stop. Right in front of my fiancé? Stop. I felt goosebumps. Ooh. And just like that, he's gone. Can you get a... I gave his arm a gentle pat to remind him that he's still holding on to me. Ah, sorry. He raised both of his hands. It's fine. Thank you for swooping in at the right moment. Oh, no need to thank me. I should be the one. Ugh. He trailed off as if he was frustrated or something. Edel? Yes, master. The butler suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I tasked you to take care of Lady Von Ambrose, didn't I? Yes. Yes, you did. Then why didn't you do anything? Hold up. You were just watching me while I was struggling to find my way out of this place. But, milady, didn't you tell me that you'll find your own way out? Hey, can I hit this guy? Besides, I couldn't have done anything against His Highness now, could I? The best I could do was watch, he says with an ever so annoying, punchable smirk. Should I snitch on him? I kind of want to. I'm gonna do it. I pointed at the butler. Earlier, he purposely led me to a secluded area in the garden and threatened me. Brilhart turned his head to Edel, who started whistling. Edel. Apologies? You are on cleanup duty for the rest of the month. The butler's face contorted when he heard those words. How bad can that be? Very well, master, he replied through gritted teeth. He must really hate this cleanup. Once again, I apologize for his misdeeds. If he tries anything again, just tell me. You bet I will. I didn't say that out loud, though, and simply nodded. Then, Count Vincenzo, you lead the way. My time-limited fiancé seemed to have perked up when I called his name. Very well. Shall we? He's offering me his arm. Yes, let's take his arm. Questionable methods aside, Brilhart has indeed been cordial with me. He's just trying to be nice, and I did get lost once already. It's not like I've never linked arms with someone in my past life, so might as well. In the end, I held on to his arm. Similar to the time when we went for a stroll at our garden, Brilhart kept prattling on while Edel quietly went back ahead of us.
He mentioned how their garden was indeed designed to be a labyrinth for unwelcome intruders. Which makes me wonder, how did the Crown Prince navigate through that? It's not like he had a guide. Or did he? Maybe Vincenzo did? Or, I don't know, someone else in the Brillhart mansion? Anyway, this also meant that Edel had to intentionally let me get lost. He's so un-butler-like. Ah, right. Being a butler is just a cover. He's actually a high-ranking member of Snare.
Okay, this is reminding me that, so it's actually like this is the cover rather than like he's actually a butler and then on the side doing the snare stuff. Or at least that's what I think based on this.
The game didn't really give me a full rundown of Snare's organizational chart, but it did mention that the boss wears a black mask and his leaders wear purple. Ordinary members wear white. So then, if he follows Brillhart, then there's probably a position above purple but below black.
Unless he is the boss. My current theory.
Maybe that was going to be explored in the cancelled villain route fan disc? Don't you just hate it when you get isekai'd into the fan disc you weren't able to play? How?
Oh.
Is this so good?
Ooh, what kind of food?
After everything that happened, I was actually looking forward to dinner. But this is so actually ridiculously delicious. And that's saying a lot. I'm born a noble in this life, so I've sampled only the best cuisine in the kingdom. The food served at the royal palace included. But here, everything I've sampled tastes good. The steak is so soft that it melts in my mouth. I said after swallowing. The soup is very creamy, yet not overpowering. It has a gentle taste that helps cleanse my palate from the heavier options. I said after a spoonful. And this, whatever this crunchy thing is, it's so good when you use it to scoop up some of the soup.
Ooh.
Once you put it in your mouth, the soup would have softened, but once you put it in your mouth, the soup would have softened, creating a chewy but tasty bite. Did the Brillharts hoard the best chefs in the country? Now that's a great use of intel.
I agree.
I nodded contently to myself. I'm glad that you're enjoying the meal. Ah, I almost forgot he was here. Isn't it funny how she was praising everything with such a deadpan expression? And you, why are you even here? The butler was standing behind Brillhart, where Brillhart was sitting. I mean, I guess it's normal to have a servant waiting behind you during dinner, but it's definitely not normal to have them interject during conversations. It's adorable, in my opinion, especially when she isn't too keen on idle chatter. Yet here she is now, openly presenting her thoughts on the meal. I just don't want to make idle chatter with you. And adorable, huh? That's another curse word on my bingo list. By this point, I've already collected the 4 red flag phrases of Otogi, which are: red flags pertain to dangerous variables that one could trigger. They are warning signs of an imminent danger which may lead to a bad end. Red flags can also pertain to characters who pose danger. Yanderes, for one, are popular red flags. In this case, Chantal is saying that she has encountered 4 red flags, the words amusing, interesting, funny, and adorable. Granted, there are red flags in her eyes, but such words aren't red flags under normal circumstances.
I mean, in the case of being not just an extra in the game and becoming maybe the main character, and then the game getting back on track. So understandably, are red flags. Your definition of adorable has always been questionable, dear master. So is your definition of funny. I heavily put my knife and fork on the table, causing a loud clatter. The 2 turned in my direction. I could hear what you two are saying about me, you know. Ah, sorry. He smiled apologetically. I sighed.
Ask about the prince, ask about why he invited you, ask about the food, ask about why he invited me. Let's cut the chatter and get straight to the point. Why did you invite me over? Is it strange to invite my fiancé over for dinner? I opened my mouth to speak, but then found that I had nothing to say, so I ended up holding my tongue. Actually, he's been pretty consistent with his intentions. He actually hasn't done any harm to me. I gave the butler a quick glance. Not that expression again. That one, on the other hand, I couldn't leave that guy with a cookie jar without coming back to an ant jar. Although there is something I'd like to show you while you're here anyway. I raised a brow. So he did have ulterior motives. But we'll get back to that later. Now, then, on to dessert. He clapped his hands together, which prompted the other servants to bring in a new tray to the table. Edel then stepped forward and lifted the cover himself. Muffins? I blinked. Having lived in this world for over 20 years, I know for a fact that muffins aren't normally served for dessert. At least, not for guests. Oh, does Count Brilhart like muffins? He did have a muffin before. Don't be shy. Take one, he said, having reached out to grab one for himself. I want a muffin. I still have room for dessert in my stomach, so I decided to take one. It does look good, so I take a bite. What is this? Spicy? 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 Immediately, I grabbed a cup of water to wash down the burning sensation on my tongue. Does he just like spicy muffins? It's good, isn't it? Yes? No? What? No? No. The stinging in my mouth made it difficult to speak. I see. I suppose level 7 spice was too much for you. You probably like spicy food, Vincenzo. I'm sorry, but I had to tell you the truth. What? Is this the spicy ramen challenge? I'll get you a lower level next time. You just assumed I'd be at level 7 spicy muffin time? What? Next time? Edel, how about you? No thanks, sir. No, scratch that. It's an order. Take one. Edel's brows twitched. Must I really? Do it, you coward. Your master is kindly offering you something. Isn't it rude to refuse? I will say at this point I really like Vincenzo, so Edel I also don't like. Like, I like in the sense that he's here and we get to mess with him, but it'll be fine. I like Vincenzo. He's grown on me. Very well, if the master so desires. The butler was forced to take a muffin. He maintained his expression, but I could tell that the spice had kicked in. Anything else, my lord? His voice was noticeably strained when he spoke. How was it? Delicious as ever, my lord, he replied stiffly. Oh. After that, Brilhart kept chugging on the spicy muffins. I love that he has a little basket or bin full of them. He barely had anything to drink in between. I'm actually impressed. I guess some people are really just built different. So, Brilhart likes spicy food, huh? Good to know. After dinner, the servants cleaned up our table, and Brilhart led me to one of his manners rooms. We didn't speak the whole way. I believe this is what he mentioned earlier. That thing he wanted to show me. The reason he invited me over tonight. Ah, here we are. He pulled one of the books on the shelf, and it started to move, revealing a secret passageway. Ooh, a secret passageway. He's not planning to get rid of me or imprison me in there, is he? I don't think so. I stepped back unconsciously. Maybe I'm trusting Vincenzo too much at this point. Worry not. I simply wish to see something. I assure you that I wouldn't harm you. He turned to me, holding out his hand. Sure. Take his hand. I let out a huff and accepted his hand. Be careful now, it's rather dark down there. You're the one holding me. Haha, right. If I trip, we fall together. That's so cute. So please don't. Our steps echoed through the tunnel. Oh, it's like when we went to go see Snare in the first place. This reminded me of the same passage that I went through when I commissioned them. It's my thoughts exactly, girl. Is this place connected to the underground of the pub? I can answer, but we'll have to make you disappear. I froze. A shiver ran down my spine. Just kidding. Stop, Vincenzo. I couldn't tell if he's joking or not. To answer your question, yes, it does. Our networks span through the whole kingdom. Our networks span throughout the whole kingdom, with the exception of the underground of the royal palace. That place is off limits for obvious reasons. Huh? I'm quite certain that Snare often used it in the game. That's how they infiltrated the palace for most of the routes, I think. I guess they stopped giving a damn later. That'll be important later. The rest of our walk was shrouded in silence, if it weren't for Brillhart's humming. The dark tunnel felt almost like a stroll in the garden from his cheerful singing. I guessed it helped that he held my hand gently but securely, as if making sure that I wouldn't lose my way. We're still holding hands? We were both wearing gloves, yet I could feel his warmth permeate my skin. It was reassuring to continuously feel someone's presence in this cold, eerie place. A clear contrast to Edel, who intentionally allowed me to get lost in the garden. Wait, why am I thinking about that guy right now? I shook my head, trying to erase him from my mind. Honestly, it distracted me from the darkness. I almost wanted to smile. We finally stopped in front of a metallic door similar to the one in the pub's underground. Brillhart had to unlock it with a key.
Where did we go? Oh, there's stuff here.
Inside was a dimly illuminated room filled with various objects on display protected by glass cases. The walls were also decorated by peculiar-looking items, paintings, weapons, and other works of art. I curiously looked around, but dared not step inside until Brillhart invited me in. What are you waiting for? I felt a gentle tug toward the room. It was then when I realized that we were still holding each other's hands. Oh. I let go of his hand and immediately followed him from behind. Don't touch anything without asking me first. For your own safety, that is. Is that a threat?
I mean, I don't think it was. Maybe it's just like there's certain objects that you can't touch. Maybe they're dangerous.
Why did you bring me here? I asked while giving each item a quick once-over. Jewelry, ornaments, vases, and even plants. There was a vast assortment of items on display. Even I could tell that some of these came from different countries. Like I said earlier, there's something I'd like to confirm. I raised a brow before turning my attention back to the next item. I walked over to this one glass case that housed a huge chunk of unrefined sparkling rock the size of a human head. Despite this place being dim, it shimmered and gleamed under what little light was available. Different colors danced across its surface just by changing the angle from where I viewed it. Now, I'm no connoisseur for precious stones, but I remember seeing this one from one of the game's CGs. CG stands for computer graphics. However, the term has been usually used by games, mostly visual novels, for special illustrations that can be obtained when you progress through the story. Cool. I believe that was Eve's route. In his route, we attended one of Snare's auctions, and they showed a CG of this large diamond chunk. He explains how this was unearthed from the newly discovered northern mines. It was supposed to be a gift for the royal family, but it was said to have been stolen before reaching the capital. I guess that already happened then. You seem to be interested in that thing. Do you want it? I'm not interested in stolen items. Oh? What made you think that this was filched? Ah, crap. I have to be careful with what I say. I've heard about it.
I heard about it?
I must have heard it from Estella or Henry. You know how information quickly spreads through circles?
Is that so?
Yeah. Huh? We should just cut off the tongues of those incompetent escorts then. We pay them to guard the gemstones, not run their mouths about their work.
Oh.
I was reminded how frightening he could be. How could he say that while smiling? Hold on. We? Ah, right. Didn't Estella mention that Brillhart owned the northern mines? Wait, but wasn't this diamond supposed to be stolen? What's going on here? Luckily for them, I'm quite certain that no one has ever even heard about the existence of this stone. He added cheerfully with a clap of his hands. Huh? Dear lady, we specialize in gathering information. Did you really think such a flimsy lie would pass by us? Is it too late to backtrack? Anyway, moving on. Huh? Really? He's actually letting me off just like that? I'll take what I can get. It's best to drop that topic quickly before I end up slipping up completely. I immediately turned away from the stone to inspect the other items and divert his attention. You still haven't explained why you brought me here. Just keep looking around. I'll see it when I see it. I turned to him with a questioning look until my eyes caught the glass case behind him. That is... Slowly, I approached it. Nestled inside the case was a flute with a deep charcoal hue covered in crimson engravings. This was another item I recalled seeing in the game. An artifact. Only one of the routes focused on artifacts. Artifacts. These were items which granted people the ability to use blessings. However, the existence of these items were considered confidential information within this world. You seem to have the tendency to pick out the most valuable items here. Brillhart peered over from behind me. The precious stone, I understand, but for you to take interest in this one, you have quite an eye. Oh, no, it must be a coincidence. Surely there must be other items like this in here. Lady Von Ambrose, you underestimate the rarity of these artifacts. Imagine how chaotic the world would be if these things were given out like candy. I guess that would explain how these things could have been kept a secret in the Huh? Ah ha. I suddenly felt ringing in my ears. That's scary. The flute? Right, that happened in the game too. Kill, die. It hurts. What is happening? I'm scared. I don't have a voice for that. I can't breathe. I stumbled backward, but I felt something catch me. Brillhart. He held me up but said nothing. Does it happen if you have blessings? Like, you will react to the artifact? So that's what he was checking? Before I knew it, everything went dark. It seems, hit her hard. That voice. Edel? Has he been following us? Least, confirmed. I couldn't make out what they're saying. Command. Boss. Boss? Ah, so there's no mask between black and purple. That means... No shit. Brillhart is the boss. I knew it. I knew it this entire time. I mean, not this entire time, but ever since it was being brought up in this episode. Damn. We're faked engaged to the boss of Snare. The lady is sound asleep in the room that we prepared. Good. Good. Then what of my other instruction? As you have suspected, we had some cleaning in the garden. The others are still inspecting if everything had been swept properly, but as far as I'm concerned, I've completely cleared my side. I see. That's unfortunate. Huh. You're too soft. Anyway, Did you figure out what you're looking for? The diamond's existence has never been publicized, yet she seemed aware of its existence. The blessing of rebirth, is it? What does it entail? Curiously enough, we have no record on such blessing.
How would they know about the blessing of rebirth? Oh, maybe they just think like she was from this world, but then she was reborn in this world, and not that she's from a different world. Because that would make more sense rather than assuming she's from a different world.
A shame. I could not read the other one. Don't be too hard on yourself. Your own blessing is valuable as it is. It is truly concerning, it is just truly concerning that she seems to know more than she lets on, though I doubt we can make her talk without resorting to drastic measures. The little lady is very guarded around us. As she should be. I'd be more concerned if she weren't. At the very least, I've confirmed for myself that she is rather harmless.
You have. I haven't.
Whatever suits you, but do not touch her unless she evidently poses us a threat. I truly don't understand why you have to go this far for this woman.
You know why.
I know, but that doesn't mean I understand.
Why? I want to know why. Tell me.
You don't have to, but I'm grateful that you and everyone else are on board anyway. As far as they know, this farce of an engagement is real. Everyone just wants you to settle down already.
I suppose so. It's unfortunate that I couldn't live up to that. My laughing's not real. Whatever, bye.
What an absolute fool. A pair of fools is what they are.
Okay. Oh my god. No, the demo! It ends here! I felt like it was ending. That was so good. Like, I'm in love with this. I can't wait for the game to come out in full. I will look forward to the future. But it's been really brilliant. Like, I've really liked it. Yes, donate, support the game if you can. More donations mean more voice acting and other content. I did see that there's like, they have their own like donation support, like tiers with rewards, so I'll be looking into that. Because I would like to have early beta access or receiving a digital copy for the full game, so that'll probably happen. We'll follow the Itch.io or the Twitter account. Oh my gosh. See you for the extended demo update? I'm living. Short but sweet, and I love it. I love our main character. I love that we get to get a little bit of the reveal that like Brilhart is the boss, because I knew it. Edel's fun, but also a little chaotic, but they're both chaotic. The boss is just a little like, he seems more of a softie, but he obviously also runs this secret organization, so I will just look forward to any updates in the future, the extended demo, the full game when it is released, and all that. I really love it. I love everything. Again, I love the art style, the animations, the story. The main character is amazing. I like all the options, so it's all very good. Thank you so much for watching me play this visual novel demo. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. If you want to check it out, please do play the demo for yourself, see what other options you would choose instead of the ones that I chose. And also, if you would like, donate to the cause. The cause of getting more features of the game. I'll link the Itch.io page in the description, so you'll have access to the game to check out more information and such. But yes, I will be going now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye!